2-1. Gary, a fist pump at the end to the Presby Road end. You must be very pleased.
Well, it was nice because we was all a little bit frustrated the last couple of games, and that's just really letting go of the frustration, I suppose, that we all felt a little bit the last home game and the game at Lincoln. And I thought they deserved a fist punch, because I know they wanted 4 goals, but I think three is enough. But really, it was the way it was a release of the pressure, because we've been playing all right, and that we've been creating lots and lots of chances. And it's just the realisation that we can score goals, and good goals as well. There were 3 great finishes. One set play, of course. We haven't let any goals in ourselves, so that's good. And 3 quality goals. And the lads, at half time I went in, I could have got into them a little bit, but I didn't, because I felt that we was getting it going and we was creating them opportunities. And I just said, lads, keep going, and you'll demoralise the opposition. And I think that's what eventually they did.
In the first half, lots of play, lots of chances. Was there a feeling at half time, here we go again?
Yeah. There was, but I just said, look, other than goals, there's nothing more you can do. We was playing some good football. We was getting the ball in the box, just finding that perfect pass for the perfect run for a goal, and we got the perfect corner, and then we got a couple of perfect balls for the 2 goals. And good players don't, they're not poor for too long. And we're at a level where they're going to make mistakes. Everyone, they're going to give the ball away every now and again. But I thought that was a real assured performance. Now, we haven't done anything yet. We've had half a decent start now with sort of 5 points, and probably crept up a few places, sort of thing. But that was, as you lot kept telling me, it was an important one to win. You said it nicely, I must admit. Thank you for that. But, I knew the pressure that was, we was under to really just get that win. We didn't want people doubting us, you know what I mean? And at least we now go into the next few games full of confidence.
Strikers like to get goals, and Amari's first goal was something quite special, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was special as well, when I made out I was going to take him off after these 2 goals, and his face was a picture. And I bet you didn't get a picture of that when he turned around, but I was only joking, of course. And they were 2 fantastic goals, but he earned them because he worked hard. And when I take him off early, it's because I think sometimes he's not as effective late on in games as he is in the beginning of games. But he really showed what he could do today, and he's got that bit of cleverness. The fitter he gets, and the more often he plays, the better he'll get. Because there's no doubt he could play at another level.
You chose to bring on James Bowen towards the end. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, very good thinking actually, because poor old George had been sick at half time, and he'd given everything. I thought it was one of his best games as well, actually, in the league. And he gave us everything, and instead of cowering away and not doing nothing, he really showed some energy, and yet he was ill. So the doc kept saying to me, just after half time, you really should be coming off now. And I went, yeah, just another 5 minutes, doc, and another 5 minutes, and I got into the last 10 minutes. So I said, well done, Jules, because I owe you one now. Because I thought he was playing well. And then James came on, and he done great. And we're happy with our subs, and we're happy to bring people on as and when and make a difference. Asa made a difference again. I thought Josh caused them a little bit of a problem towards the end there, where we got into them a little bit. Just makes the opposition go, oh no, they've got somebody else coming on that fancies it.
Is Josh Cook really 18?
No, he looks about 28, doesn't he? Yeah, he is, yeah, but he looks older than Downsy anyway, doesn't he? No one looks older than Downsy. Pleased for Downsy, as we mentioned his name, it was a great, fantastic header. He got onto a couple, and we only knew it was a matter of time. We got the right ball, the right run. He would get in there because he's fantastic at attacking a ball defensively and attacking. So he get a few goals this year, but that's why we brought him in.
Yeah, obviously you're here at the back end of last season, but a totally different atmosphere around the club and in the ground for the home game today.
Well, that's good. We're pleased with that, but to be honest, it has been all through pre-season as well, and if we'd have lost 3-0, it might have been a different atmosphere. But I think they've all seen that the players that represent Cheltenham Town at the moment are passionate and they've got ability, and we get it all together and we get it right. It's a long way to go, but we can be a force at this level as a club. and I just want it to grow, and I want the support to grow. I want people to enjoy the football that the lads are playing, and I want them to trust me and them, and that's all we can ask, and then the club will grow and grow.